There's some riddles that follow me around for years. Every time I come across them, those same questions run through my mind. Why here? What's the significance? What is it trying to tell me? This parak holds one of those riddles. Why Har Carmel? What does it have to do with anything? As it turns out, I was too stuck in my regular patterns of thinking of the strategic junctions, choke points, or bottlenecks along the routes, just as I've taught you. But as it turns out, that's not always the answer. Eliyahu isn't trying to take over a region or fight off invading armies. That's just not his concern here. Eliyahu was being fed by ravens and drinking from a brook as the people starved throughout the drought. He was sent to a woman in Tzarfat, not France of today, which is what it's called in Hebrew, in modern Hebrew, but Dafka in Sidon, a poor widow who's preparing her final morsels of food for her and her son as a last meal before they pass away from starvation. Hashem's trying to send him a message by showing him of the suffering of the people in the unending drought. Maybe he'll cancel the decree. Eliyahu does recognize the need for mercy and helps her. But that's just one person. What about everyone else who's still dying of hunger? And so Hashem tells Eliyahu straight out that the time to end the drought has come. But it hasn't yet achieved its goal. In fact, not only hasn't Achav received the message, he greets Eliyahu exactly as Eliyahu thought to greet him. Here's the uprooter of Israel, Achav said. And Eliyahu answers, me? I'm the only one who can save these people from what you're doing. Bringing in the Baal will destroy them forever. But Achav sees his people suffering and sees Eliyahu as the source of the problem, at least until this moment. And so they decide to put it to the test. A showdown with Eliyahu in one corner and Nevi'ei Baal in the other. The place, Har Carmel. I finally found an incredible idea by Yisrael Rosen, who gives an amazing explanation to why this happened specifically on Har Carmel. As soon as I got it, I knew it had to be MS. But it's hard to show from the top of the mountain itself. So, because of all the modern pine trees, thanks to the JNF. And so here I am on a little known hill at the foot of Har Carmel, and from here, it all makes perfect sense. What's Eliyahu trying to prove? You can't have it both ways. We're not like the pagans who can adopt another god and no big issue. Here, it's one or the other. You have to choose. If you're with Hashem, you side with Eliyahu. If not, you go with them. ויגש אליהו אל כל העם ויאמר עד מתי אתם פוסחים על שתי הסעיפים? אם השם אלוקים, לכו אחריו, ואם הבעל, לכו אחריו, ולא ענו העם אותו דבר. How long will you continue to go back and forth over the threshold? You have to choose. With the drought weighing down upon them, and the Mediterranean Sea, the source of precipitation in Israel, by their backs, Eliyahu addresses the nation on the mountain that's usually the greenest in Israel due to its size and its location close to the Mediterranean, which makes it one of the areas that gets the most rain throughout the year. But that's not the main point. Eliyahu's message is imprinted in the land itself and can be seen from this vantage point, either from a pineless Har Carmel or here by its feet. How long will you continue to go back and forth over the threshold between the two? The road I'm standing by cuts through the Carmel passage. It makes its way up from the coast and pours out into Emek Yisrael, the breadbasket of the kingdom of Israel, at least in non-drought years. But if we circumvent Har Carmel and follow the road around, we continue north to Tzulam Tzur, the area we call today Rosh HaNikra, which continues on towards Tzur and Sidon, meaning Har Carmel physically is that threshold, that dividing point between the land of Hashem in the kingdom of Israel and the land of the Baal of the Phoenicians. The scenic background of the events portrays the very message that Eliyahu is trying so desperately to share. The message is received. After an incredible pyrotechnic show, Achav and the nation of Israel cry out with Eliyahu, declaring Hashem as the one true king. Finally, a much-needed storm. Eliyahu runs before Achav's chariot out of respect for the formerly evil king's new ways as a servant of Hashem, until it all falls apart. So close, but there was something missing. The people needed to love Hashem. Nisim of fire and storms just wouldn't be enough, as we'll soon see spelled out in the next parak.